Hi everyone, Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, down in my basement studio for the second night in a row. And we're going to do this up until Christmas, Dad. You're stuck with me. Dad is behind the camera tonight, and we have something really cool for you. We're going to be designing some fresh centerpieces. You can buy the greenery from us. You can go into your yard. Late at night, you can go into your neighbor's yard. There's so many different ways to get inexpensive. That was a joke, Dad. To get fresh greenery. If you're catching the replay, do me a favor and let me know. Right off the bat, got a little salesy. Tonight at midnight Eastern Standard Time, our sale ends. We did a Black Friday through Cyber Monday sale where our entire website, all of our supplies, is 30% off. It is the biggest sale we've ever done, and probably the last sale we'll do for a while now. So nicksseasonaldecor.com, you can get all sorts of products. The only thing that's not included is grapevines, picks, greeneries, flowers, ribbons, mesh, wreath frames, everything 30 off. Another thing too is the wreath community is open. It is my pride and joy. We just wrapped up a really cool design. Well, you don't need to show it, but we created a teal wreath. Actually mint green. And yeah, you can learn more about the wreath community at wreathcommunity.com. Next time we open is next year, and you can read about all of those perks. So even if you don't think about joining, go to that website anyway and just read about all of the cool things we're doing. So let's get started. We're going to be designing some fresh centerpieces. This is my favorite time of year. This is my favorite thing to do, and I've been doing it for a number of years. Way before you guys have ever seen my handsome, pretty face here on Nick's Seasonal Decor. Before Nick's Seasonal Decor was even a thought, we've been making these. So it's been a very, very long time, and I'm so thankful that we're still doing it. So, you know, we used to offer this exact kit, didn't we, Dad?
Yep.
We're not doing that this year. So you can actually buy our greenery in standard form in a box, but we're not doing kits with candles. We're not doing anything as of now. Who knows if we have extras or if we decide to do something different. But you can get boxes of this beautiful greenery on our website. And this was hand harvested by yours truly, along with Dad and Alex this year. So we partner up with a local tree farm, and we, harvest greenery from trees that are not the prettiest trees, but the greenery is still beautiful. They might not be perfect for Christmas trees, but they're perfect for us to use. So that is where this stuff comes from, and it's only a couple towns over. So I placed a candle in the middle. This is fresh floral foam. I soaked it. I pre-soaked it. And the way you soak floral foam, Dad, is you just stick it in a bucket and you give it 5-10 minutes. You never want to take your foam and place it underwater. Do you know why?
Nope.
What happens is you create air pockets in the foam where it's not wet. And if you stick a stem into that, well, it's not getting any water. So these will last months. If you keep it watered and you keep it out of, the sun, keep it out of the sun. And if you don't place it close to a radiator or some heat source or a flame, this will last a very, very long time. It doesn't matter where you live, too. If you live in California or Texas, we'll ship the greenery there. And, this is the best way because it's in water.
Hi, everyone.
So we're just going to cut some boughs. I have some really cool ways of decorating this up my sleeve tonight. I'm going to show you guys how to flock this. So you better be excited.
That's a great look, too.
What?
The flocking?
Yeah, we're doing a craft fair, you guys. I wasn't planning on doing it, but I thought it would be a good way to do a 101 for the wreath community, showing them how to run a successful craft fair. So we're doing it this year, and we've had wonderful luck with that craft fair, haven't we, Dad?
Yep.
So we've been, doing it for a number of years, and it's actually my elementary school. So it's gonna be kind of bittersweet going back. First time back since the virus.
The virus, yeah.
So I forgot to grab your phone, but just keep me updated. Let me know how everything is going. If you're able to see comments, are you able to see comments?
They come and go. You want my phone, Nick?
I'll take your phone. Yeah.
Pass on the phone, guys.
Pass on the phone. So. Yeah, if you've never worked with fresh greenery, there's nothing quite like it. It just reminds me of Christmas. It smells of Christmas. Can you smell it right now?
Yeah, you can smell it, yeah.
It smells so good. Let's see, is anybody watching? 200 viewers. Let's see if you guys can share this. I would greatly appreciate it. Because I think everybody should know how to make something fresh every now and then. So just filling it in with pretty greenery.
You had Bella making them a few years ago, remember?
Yes, I do. I put Bella to work, you guys. Bella was making these. So with the boxes of greenery, it's not cut, this length, but I'm sure you should be able to make 3 or 4 of them, little ones. If you don't put your greenery super duper close, because you really can pack these full.
Yeah.
But it's not necessary because you're not going to see the foam if you lay these kind of flat. How's it looking?
Looks good.
Looks good. Hey, JoJo. Janet says, hey, placed my first order last night. So excited to get my order. Awesome, Janet. We're looking forward to you receiving it as well. So we made great progress today. But there's still quite a few orders to go. But I'm thinking in the next 2-3 days, we should have 3-4 days. We should have it out. But we've been just packing like crazy. So we want to make sure you guys get your stuff as quickly as possible. Okay, let's work in some more of this. I think that looks a couple more pieces. So should this be the flocked one or should this be the normal one, Dad?
Whatever you want. Doesn't matter.
Well, I know that.
Are you going to do the long one too?
Yeah, we'll see. Do you guys want to see a long centerpiece as well?
Do the flocked one for that one then.
Do this one flocked?
No, the long piece.
Do the long one flocked?
Yeah, that'll be cool. Either or. I mean, I just love either way, but the flock just adds another dimension. Looks like it just came out from the snow,
It does. I mean, you guys, when we flock these, you're going to notice just how incredible it looks. Linda says, beautiful. Thank you, Linda. So I think we should do a fresh wreath as well. So we're not going to do too many this year, but I think it would be necessary to show you guys how to do a fresh wreath. And make sure, if you remove a piece of pine, make sure you come back and poke it, deeper in. That way there's no air pocket from you pulling it out. And there is a quick little base. How are your Christmas trees coming up? Do you already have them up and all decorated? So they're all up, but they're not all decorated yet. After this video, I'm actually going to be doing our dining room because it needs to get done. So I'm going to do our dining room tree tonight. But you guys, we did 3 lives, packed a bunch of orders, and then I'm going to decorate even more. So Christmas time is not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. But I love it. This is my time of year to shine, I think.
Can't give Nick more than 3 or 4 hours of sleep a night now this time of year. Nope.
So we're going to wait till flock till afterwards. You're going to have to wait, you guys. Let's tackle our big one. So here is our big centerpiece. We just greened the base of that one.
Hi, Jen.
Hey, Jen. So if you're just tuning in and don't mind hitting that like and share button, I greatly appreciate it. Helps us inspire others. I'm going to snip that off. Oh, everybody say hi to Alex as well. Special shout out to Alex. Alex helped grow our Instagram page by 13,000 followers in 5 days. Can you guys believe that? Our first time ever reaching 1 million people in like a week on Instagram. So she has just been knocking it out of the park. Here we're working in red candles. Yaya wanted a traditional one, so we're going to do a traditional. She thought it would be silly not to show you guys how to do a classic. But Alex has been working on tons of reels, and she helped us get to like 65 million people reached on Facebook this month. So you guys have just been watching everything, and that just means a lot, doesn't it, Jeff?
Yes, we appreciate it very much.
So the way I measure out the candles is I just take 3 of my fat fingers, place them on the foam, and work in my candles until they're even. See? Looking good. Now it's time to work in greens. And this is Fresh Fir, you guys. One of the best greeneries, I'd say, for designing it. Always looks great. It smells amazing. And it has one of the best needle retention. So sometimes if a Christmas tree dries out, what happens, Dad? It just sheds, right?
Yeah.
All of the pine needles just seem to fly away. Well, with the Fresh Fir, it holds its shape and keeps its needles longer. So just grabbing a pile of greenery. Oh my gosh, it feels so weird to be doing this now, Dad. It feels like this year has just flown by, you guys. It's unbelievable. And I see we're at almost 300 live viewers. If you guys don't mind, let's see if we can hit 300. That would be incredible. So greening our base. This is what we call our dual candle centerpiece.
Yep.
And I think we did centerpiece kits with these as well. Last year and the year before.
A couple years ago, wasn't it?
A couple years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, truthfully, you guys, the amount of labor that went into that, it's all labor. That's what it is. It's all labor. It's very labor intensive. And, you know, we had such wonderful customers for that. But unfortunately, in this day and age, you know, you're not able to please everybody. And we had, you know, issues with doing fresh greenery and, you know, all of that, especially with USPS having that surge a couple years ago
Yeah.
where nobody was getting anything. and people kind of took it out on us. And, you know, that's just, I mean, my thought process on that has changed over the years. But, you know, be gracious to all the designers at this time of year, all of the small businesses. You know, it's tough, right? It's a tough thing to be into seasonal things because it's like the rush, right?
Yeah.
Very overwhelming.
Shipping's gotten difficult for everybody.
It has. So we're shipping fresh greenery, and we actually sold out this morning. And me being me, I listed more. So we have a few more boxes left, and when those go, they go. And then maybe we'll do something else with it. But we are doing our fireplace with fresh greenery. I'm flocking it, and you guys better stick around because we're gonna flock one of these, and it's gonna look great.
This
Over
is really
300.
awesome.
Thank you guys. Everybody say hi to Alex. She's in the comments.
I love these dual centerpieces, Nick.
They've always, it's my favorite.
Yeah, my
they're
favorite.
elongated too, which means that they kind of extend. Can you see it okay?
Yeah,
you can.
put it in the middle of a table and bam,
Bam.
beautiful.
Bam. So we're going to be taking these to our local fair. And at this point in time, we're the way I used to sell fresh weeds. We did 1 year online. But now I just do this because I love it. In all honesty, is because I love it. And for our locals that have been with me way before any of you guys have ever even heard of me. And, you know, one thing that I was always taught from Yaya is to take care of the people that have been behind you, you know, from the beginning, right? So
That was a tough Christmas. You did like over 250 fresh wreaths that has to ship out all over the country.
did. And
Nick's hands were swollen because he's the only one that can make them.
I don't think in the foreseeable future we will. But you guys, head to our Etsy shop. We have lots of artificial designs listed, but I do have one fresh swag listed. We sold a little swag, Dad, yesterday, so that's going out tomorrow. But we do have one fresh swag left. These, unfortunately, with the foam, I cannot be shipping in their current state. We did ship kits out, but we're not doing that this year. But you know, if we do a fresh wreath live just to show you guys, we'll probably list that so you guys can purchase it. But that's going to be like, what, two creations?
Hi again, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you all.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, so Christmas greens, you know, it's all labor. So when you see those handmade creations, I mean, even, excuse me, even the ones you see at Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff like that, well, they're not machine made necessarily. They're made using a table that I have.
Yeah.
And let me know down below, you guys, if you've seen those tables. The only difference between kind of mass produced and my produced is hydraulics.
Electric
so
tables,
my
yeah.
table, instead of me stepping on the clamp or stepping on the foot pedestal, those machines, you just step on or touch it and it automatically
closes it, yeah.
But that still means somebody out there had to make it. So they're very labor intensive. Kissing balls, obviously, they're all handmade. How's it looking, you guys?
It's beautiful, Nick.
Looks beautiful. Thank you. Hi from Australia. Welcome. And I see orders flying through. So I am not the pushy type, right, Dad, at all. But I hate when after something or a sale or a promotion or the opening of something, we get comments, is it too late? It breaks my heart and I always feel bad, but there's nothing we can do. So I like to make sure to announce to you guys as much as possible because we have all different time zones, right?
Yep.
So I want to make sure you guys know 30% off nickseasonaldecor.com. Haven't done it before. Won't be doing it for a while. But, you know, it's kind of like our way of saying thank you for all of the support over our second Christmas of selling supplies, Dad.
Yep, second Christmas. Time flies when you're having fun.
It does. It really does. So we appreciate you guys, and we want to thank you guys. And if you're a business owner, now's the time to stock up. So lots of Easter stuff's going. Valentine's Day, everything. Is that good on your side?
Need some more over here between the candles.
Okay. Well, up top, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the side?
Side looks great, though, yeah.
Oh, must have stuck that there. So make sure it goes in the foam. This foam is different from artificial foam. Artificial foam is very hard. You're not going to be able to insert these stems in. You can do it for outside if you live in a colder region like here. You don't need to be putting greens and foam. So if you're doing your planters outside, just stick them in the pot and you're good to go. If this is inside, it's a different story. But if you live in California, probably greens in your planters isn't the best idea. Same with like Arizona and those much warmer climates in here. Right, might as well just stick in these too. Yeah, he's gonna kill me. She's gonna be like, oh my gosh. How's that side look to you now?
Looks good, Nick. Full.
Looks good? And this is probably, I'd say 8 pounds or so, Dad. 8 pounds? It's heavy.
It's heavy. Oh, yeah, they are heavy, yeah.
And they stay in their container. So to water this, treat it like a house plant, you guys. Add some water. Just pour it in. Mist it if you want. You don't need to mist it. And you'll be good.
Can you imagine putting this in the middle of your dining room table, guys? And when you have guests over, it's beautiful.
And before your guests come, I'm going to make a mess now, but before your guests come, take your scissors from...
Next seasonal decor.
They're like on sale for like $8-9 or so, I think. That could be the cutters, but both are on sale.
Yep.
Before your guests come, go throughout and do that. You know why, Dad?
Why?
Take one guess. Let's see if you can figure it out. Because when I start cutting it, you'll kind of...
Keeps them alive better?
Hopefully realize.
The smell, yeah.
The smell. So when you trim the tips and you break that contact, it just...
Gets stronger, yeah.
It smells incredible when you do that. So before your guests come, that's a secret little tip that I can give you. But there's no real sap. I mean, for us, even when cutting it, white pine, which is very native here, and we have it everywhere, that is...
Very sticky, yeah.
You can run into issues. But Fraser fir, there's... I mean, is there sap? Yeah, a little bit. But is it worth complaining about? No, because it's not bad at all. And if there is any, it'll just stick on you, and then you can take it right off. So this centerpiece gets a red velvet bow. Let's work that in. Do I have pipe cleaners here?
I saw them before, but I don't remember where I saw them.
All right, so there's the red velvet. I'm going to grab some pipe cleaners. Okay, grab some pipe cleaners. Now let's make the bows for it. No, this is fresh. Could it be done artificial, Dad?
Yeah. Yeah, you could, yeah.
We have greenery that would work for this artificial.
The beautiful PVC greenery would look
We have some
gorgeous,
really
yeah.
high-quality greenery. That would work great.
But you're not going to get the smell.
But you're not going to get the smell. But that's okay. Not everybody wants the smell, you know? So for this, we do double bows. That's why, it's so labor intensive. So we're going to snip that there. And might as well do a couple smaller tails too, right? So let's do a couple smaller ones. We'll cut that there. We'll cut that there. There we go, there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our ribbon and make some bows. All right. Take your ribbon. Let's get up close for this. This is wired red velvet, just because I don't feel like dealing with my non-wired at the moment. My non-wired velvet, Dad, I typically save for kissing balls.
Kissing balls, yeah.
And reeds, fresh reeds. I love using non-wired velvet, just because it has that imperfect look. Let's make it a little bit smaller. I always overdo the bow. I just love a red velvet bow. Doesn't have to be as big as you may think. So about 2.5-inch loops, pinch, twist, reverse, loop, pinch, gather, twist, reverse, loop. So do you guys want to see non-wired velvet? I mean, I don't know. I feel like velvet's popular everywhere, but maybe I'm just so used to it because here in New England, we have it literally every lamppost outside, every door. It's everywhere. What do you think, Dad?
Yeah.
Isn't velvet everywhere?
Everywhere, yeah.
So that's 3 loops. Let's do 4. Let's do 5 on one side, 4 on the other. That sounds good to me. We'll snip it off. Grab a tail. Here's a longer tail. Place it behind. Grab a shorter tail. Oh, I lost the tail.
Need it?
Not the second. But you can grab it if you want. I'm just taking the pipe cleaner, securing it to the bow. Good job, Dad.
Oh, I'm getting old.
So twist it. Not going to put it on yet. I'll wait till we do both.
Almost had to get the tow truck to bring me back up, guys.
Make your second bow. Here's your second. There's 2 loops. How many loops did we do? 5 on
5
one
and
side.
4, yeah.
3. Oh my gosh, when we used to make the centerpiece kits, I had to make hundreds. Not anymore. Sorry, you guys.
Well, we actually really don't have the time anymore. I mean, things are different now.
I enjoy doing it each year, but in small doses. I don't want to have that many. So we're going to snip that off. But you guys, I'm telling you, this is how Nick's Seasonal Decor was born. So if you're watching this right now, you know, it's very bittersweet to me because, you know, without doing this, I don't think I would have ever found my calling. Really? You know? I really don't.
Yeah, it all started out with the Fresh.
It all started out with the Fresh.
The wreaths and then the kissing balls and centerpieces.
All of that.
Nick was a machine.
Can't keep up with those days. But my graduation gift, you guys, I'm not sure if you knew this, but my graduation gift was my wreath making table. So I'm gonna have to show that this year, Dad.
Yep.
I don't think we did it last year. I'm gonna have to show you guys how I make my fresh wreaths on my table, and I'll also do a tutorial showing you guys how to do it without a table, where I used to wrap every
by
piece
hand.
of greenery. How did I learn all that stuff? I was just a crazy person, I guess, because I wanted to do it, and I did. So let's open up these loops. This is a red velvet, a 1.5 inch, which I think is more size and, you know, to scale with this size arrangement. I think 2.5 inch looks great on reeds, and reeds only for, you know, these types of projects.
Someone going to bed, I can't see. Someone has to get up early, I think.
Good night, Tanya. Thank you for tuning in.
Good night, Tanya.
We're going to take our red velvet. I'm just taking the pipe cleaner it came with. No, it didn't come with it. I put the pipe cleaner on, and I'm poking it on in place. And then we did 4 tails just for a little pizzazz. I don't think I've ever tucked them in. Let's see how that's going to look. So I'm just tucking them in, keeping the 2 shorter ones towards the front. Yeah, we've never done that. But you don't know until you try, Dad.
Yes, sir.
Trim that tail a little bit. How's that look, you guys?
Beautiful.
Hey, Starla, Noorsville, North Carolina. Yeah, so the fresh greenery you can get and make your own centerpieces. You can use the containers we have in stock. I think most of our do our containers have plastic liners? Some do?
Some do, yeah.
Some do. And if they don't, you know what you can do, Dad? Just take a plastic bag. And
A Ziploc bag or something, yeah.
Not like a grocery store bag.
Yeah.
Something just to stop it from leaking out. And that's it. You could put a plate under it, too.
Yeah.
Just a dish. So do the same thing to the other side. How's it look from that side?
Looks amazing. And remember, guys, you could decorate these things with, you could put, you know, some ornaments on them. I mean, you could make these things spectacular.
And that's what we're going to do. So Yaya wanted me to add red ornaments.
Pine cones. I mean, this thing.
Know, more specifically, we used to... Oh, I just yanked that pine cone off. So we don't have these exact pine cones in stock, but we do have white-tipped pine cones on sticks and plain brown pine cones. I think they are 59 cents, 30% off, which is... What?
It's like 41.
Like 41 cents?
Yep.
Is this in the middle?
Yep.
Right here, perfect?
Yep.
Left, right?
Right there.
Okay. Well, I'm not even in. Dad, I should just be watching myself on the camera. This is gorgeous. Thank you. You can work in as many pine cones as your heart desires. We'll throw in some more and throw in some more. You don't like them? Don't use them. But, yeah, our pine cones are real. So these are artificial pine cones. But it doesn't, it really just depends on what you like. This one popped off as well. We'll poke that back in. And I'll stick one here.
Yep, right there, yeah.
Right here?
Yep.
And then one more. Should I work in the gold balls or no?
You could. Gold, red, whatever you desire. This looks so cool. Beautiful to put this on your table.
I think so too. Okay, we'll place one here as well. And if you guys want ornaments, I'm just going to stick them on top.
Someone asked, I think said, Steve, how you feeling? They disappeared. It's like they're see-through. I can't see the comments.
Julie asked that.
Hi, Julie. Yeah, I'm feeling well, thank you, honey. Feeling very well, thank you.
He's still a little sniffly, as I'm sure you guys can hear.
I'm 100% better than I was, oh boy.
Much better. So there is a simple...
Look at how beautiful is that?
What do you guys think? How long will it last, Starla? If you keep it as cool as possible, I mean, obviously it depends, but as cool as possible.
We threw ours out in April last year.
Yeah, so keep it water, keep it away from heat. So if you have a fireplace, don't put it right there. If you have a radiator, is that what they're called nowadays?
Well, so the old houses had radiators on the, the
heaters.
heaters.
Like a heater, don't put it there. As cool as you can keep it, but there's, it just depends on each home too. But as long as you keep it wet, it'll last a really, really unusually long time. So that is the large one. Do you guys want to see the flocked one now? I don't think we're going to make the third one, so let's just do...
Yeah, flock this one. Yep, perfect. That's beautiful, Nick, the big one.
Thank you. Okay, you guys watching?
Make sure you do the centerpiece, not me.
Look at this. Fake snow. Was it $6.99?
I think it was $6.99, yeah.
$4.99.
$4.99, yeah.
We got it from Hobby Lobby in 2016. I paid 70 cents. I have like 100 cans of it. It should still be good. So it doesn't have any scent, and it's washable, and I think it's non-toxic, but you're not gonna, So it has no scent. You can do it in your house. It washes off. You're not gonna want to do this on, your fancy...
Yeah, your fancy tables or anything, yeah.
You can do a light frost, you can do a heavy frost, you can do whatever your heart desires.
You want a dusting or do you want a blizzard?
So look, here I have it on my hand. It's like shaving cream, you guys.
Yeah, it just comes right off.
When it's on that, it'll stay as is. So it's not gonna like melt like a whipped cream would. But that's the effect you can do. Ooh, we lost a lot of people from that. Looks like you guys don't like the flocked version, but that's okay. That's okay. So these are actually, this is a leftover bag from back when we did do them, the kits. So this was actually a kit. Look, we had to wrap each wire on, provide the ornaments, the candles. Yaya had to make sure that she wrapped all of them with bubble wrap. It was just a whole process. So let's see. Thank you, Teresa. Yeah, do you guys like it? That's the flocked version, which at our local fair has been the most popular, I'd say.
Yeah, it's the most popular one, yeah.
The quickest one to go. But it really just depends. It really depends on you, your customers, what they like, what they don't like. So I'm just popping the tops off our ornaments, poking them in our stick, and hopefully we'll have these things available. We do have ornaments. We have bigger ornaments than this, which are $1.25, 30% off.
Someone just bought their fresh greenery. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm not sure how much we have left. And, that's just something that we want to do for you guys. We don't have to be selling the fresh greenery, but, we enjoy seeing you guys send pictures of your arrangements that you've made for your home. It makes me happy, and I know it makes Dad happy.
Yeah,
too.
It does. I like that.
It's cute seeing how happy people get. You can also just take it, dip it in your glue skillet, and this is what I do for when I sell them, and then it just sticks to the glue. It sticks right to the pine. So for this one, let's just do a little simple thing. Instead of do a bow, what we're going to do is we're going to take our 3 skewers that we have left, or stakes, right? Unravel them. Here's our ribbon. We're going to create a loop. See the loop?
Yep.
You could also just do one traditional bow, like we did there. Or you can do what I'm doing here. Take it. Love it. Thank you. So this is labeled as fresh. It's not labeled as real pine on our website. It's labeled as fresh Fraser fir. I'm not sure if there's many left, but I had to make these anyway, so I figured let's take you guys along. You can dovetail it. You can cut it at an angle, whatever your heart desires. So here we have a little pick.
That's cool you did that, Nick.
Right? And then just put it in. We'll do that 3 times. 2 more times, you guys. Pinch, twist, snip, wrap. So beautiful and
Festive.
festive. Thank
Yes,
you.
very
You can
festive.
also just cut at an angle too if you're feeling lazy. We'll place the other one here. Is that where it goes? Come on, where are you? Let's see, there we go. There's 2. We'll place 1 more. Yes, don't buy it from us if you have it available. If you can harvest it from your own yard, might as well. Save yourself some money.
Yeah.
But for those of you that live in apartments or just don't have access to greenery or want Fraser fir, we do have it. Uh-oh, did I lose a stick?
Do you have any more, Nick?
I do. I'll just take a pine cone. Who's going to say anything? Actually, I won't take that. What did I just... Oh, I dropped it. So we're just taking that stick. Comes with a wire already on it. And we're wrapping these around. So at the moment, we don't have a source for those sticks. But check your local... Michael? No, just take a scrap stem and a wire. So we have those. Should we add the pine cones or no pine cones to this?
You don't have to.
What do you guys think? Oh, I do like them in it. Sorry, Deb.
I love pine cones, so.
Oh, we have more gold ornaments, too. I think what we have is enough. You don't want to overdo it.
Someone said, Nick, I wish you lived next door to me.
No, because then we'd have trouble, right? Can't have me next door.
We'd have company.
I wouldn't leave you guys alone. All right, so there's 3 of those. Let's stick one up here. Do whatever you want. That was the fun of the kits that we provided. Now, when you get the greenery, you're just going to have to make your own, cut it up. That's all you're going to have to do is just realistically cut it up. If you have a vase in your house, use the vase. If you have, old containers, nothing fancy. You're not seeing much of the container anyway. That's why we use these inexpensive plastic liners is what they're called.
Thank you, Joyce. Happy holidays to you, too. Happy holidays to everybody.
Yes, happy holidays, you guys.
Best time of year.
It's absolutely the best time of year. So I'm just taking these and I'm just poking them in. You can stop at whatever point you would like. So if you're local to me, this is the one and only time that I'll say that we have something coming up. But again, this Saturday, Stephen and Gabriella, my brother and his fiance, his wife now. His wife will be helping run our little booth at the craft show. It's the Pine Grove School PTA craft show. And like I said, it's a great opportunity to teach our members how to, pick and choose, the best craft show available. Because we've done others and they've been total flops, right, Dad? We didn't even make a penny. We lost, our table fee. So it's going to be a nice one-on-one next month, which leads me to my next point. Wreath Community is currently open through tonight at midnight Eastern. Next time we open won't be till next year, so a couple months out. So if you want to see all of our in-depth Christmas designs and all of our tutorials, you can learn more at wreathcommunity.com. We do between 16 and 18 every month, and you have access to every video we've done since the start. And we do a critique, which was posted today, where we ask members to submit a photo of a design or creation, and I critique for design and photography skills. And we do 101s, which, like I just talked about, and the best thing for a lot of them is the 10% off coupon, because you have 10% off your entire order, including grapevines. So our grapevines are $5.75. You're saving 10% off on top of that for the 14-inch. Other thing, too, is nickseasonaldecor.com. Entire shop is 30% off. Save yourself some money for those of you in business, if you're a hobbyist who doesn't like to save money. So shop now. That ends at midnight, and you won't see that again for a while, so at least a while. So happy shopping. Thank you guys so much for keeping me company. If you've made it this far, comment down below the word pine cone, and I'll know that you've watched this whole video. So we do have fresh greenery. Not many left, but thank you guys so much. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for the shares, the comments, the love, the support. And I'll see you all Wednesday. We might do a pop-in tomorrow. We have some Christmas trees to decorate tonight. So I love you guys. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.